Okay, this is the last video for new material, number theory, and we are going to talk about divisibility rules. This is actually a pretty important topic, and sometimes you may see questions like that on the certification exams. So you need to have some idea how this works. So if a number can be divisible by 2, basically, hopefully everybody know that it would be even numbers. So basically the last digits of the number, the number should ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, right? So that make them even number. So they give you an example here. I will have these handouts uploaded to D2L. And then a number can be divided by 3 evenly. Means if you have a number and you add up all the digits like that, then it will end up with a number. At the end here, the sum need to be divisible by 3. So the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So if I ask you to create a 4-digit number, started with 1, 2, 3, and if you have one more number, and that number need to be divisible by 3, I already know this is 6, right? So I could add like a 0 here, or 1, 2, 3. I can add a 3 here, or I can do 1, 2, 3, and like a 6 here. They would all be divisible by 3, right? Because if you add them together, this 6 plus another 6, it would be 12. So on the test, I could give you questions like this, ask you to create one number, how many digits that is divisible by 3, and you have to explain it to me. All right, so divisible by 4 is like we're focusing on the last 2 number here. This need to be a number that is divisible by 4. So 24 is divisible by 4. This is because 100 is divisible by 4. So if we don't worry about that, if this is 0, 0, you just insert a number here that is divisible by 4, and that would work. So it doesn't matter how many digits I have, right? I can create an example like 9, 2, 7, 8, as long as the last 2 digits form a number that is divisible by 4. So what is divisible by 4? Maybe 40. So because 40 is divisible by 4, so this whole big number is going to be divisible by 4. Okay, so again on the test, I may ask you to create a number that is divisible by 4 with some parameter, and then you have to explain it. Okay, all right. The last digit for 5 is easy. It should end with 5 or 0, but the number should be bigger than 0, right? So any number end with 0 or 5, as long as it's not a 0, that would be divisible by 5. All right. So the one you probably need to remember, 2 you know, 3 and 4 you may not know, 6 you may not note. The number is divisible by both 2 and 3. So basically what that means is they are even numbers, and the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, right? So such as this is an even number, and 2 plus 4 is going to be, so this is even, and then 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3, right? So again, I can ask you to make me a number and then explain why that works. Okay, we could also have maybe, if I started with 2, 4, and then add 2 number here, it has to be even, right? So, and then have to be add up to divisible by 3, so it could be 3, 0. This is 6 plus 3 is 9, divisible by 3, and then it's an even number. All right. 7, I don't need you to remember 7. It's like way too complicated. Just divide. 8. 8 is related to 4, so the last 3 digits this time is a number, so this part of this number is a number that is divisible by 8. This is because 100, is divisible by 4, but 1000 is divisible by 8. So we don't really worry about whatever in the front, like 1, 9, 2, 6, 5, don't care. But as long as the last 3 digits will form a number divisible by 8, such as 8, 8, 8 would be divisible by 8, right? Or 800, something like that. Then we just focus on this part that would be divisible by 8. Alright? Number 9, the sum of all digits is divisible by 9, so it's kind of like number 3, right? So again, we're going to do the sum of all the digits. So we add this up, 1, 5, 3 together is 9, so this whole thing is divisible by 9. So I could easily make say like a 4-digit number. If I have 1, 5, 6, what is 1 plus 5 plus 6? So now I have a 12 and it is divisible by 9, so maybe add a 6. So 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 is 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, right? So 18 is divisible by 9, so the whole thing is divisible by 9. So I may ask you to come up with an example and explain it in words. Alright, so the explanation would be sum of digits is divisible by 9, so 1566 is divisible by 9. Sorry, very limited space here. 10 would be easy, so again it should end at 0 but bigger than 0, right? So any number, if the last part is 0, that would be divisible by 10. So that would be the last really new stuff for the class. Another thing you may want to be careful is for the number theory, make sure you know this term a little bit. You may have matching, so I want you to match exactly what they represent. So if I give you this set of number, you should know that's natural number because it's whole number, positive number without 0, right? If I give you this set of number, they are positive whole number starting 0, that would be whole number with the O, right? If I give you this set, positive, negative, and they are whole number, that would be integers. Rational numbers is something you can write like a fraction with 2 integers. Irrational number are those special number like pi, e, or any kind of decimal number that is non-terminating. So we did that last lesson, right? The real number would be any number except imaginary number, and the complex number is the last one, which will come with I, the imaginary, right? So this part may be matching on the exam, and I'm gonna go over the exam 3 stuff real quick. Let's stop here.